is one an online book club, African American book club. The books are in hardcover, and Carol Mackey single-handedly reads each book before choosing it. Some of the top authors in the world, African American, some of their books have never been chosen for this book club, but I've been fortunate to have two out of my nine titles. Just to give you just a quick, history on what it is, man. And, definitely, man, very spiritual, very powerful, very welcoming sister, man. Big shout out again to Carol Mackey, man.
Wow.
Her son is actually in the NFL too.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. I had the pleasure of meeting the brother, man. Good family.
That's what's up. So what else? Like, what these books that you put out? Like, what gave you that oomph? The ones that you wrote.
Man, my reality is not too far away, far removed from the fiction that I write. At a young age, I lived an extraordinary life. Myself and my brother. I embraced the streets at 12 years old, man. And, the streets at one point is all I thought I knew, man. A drug dealer was a title that I wore as a badge of honor, man. We were more popular than college graduates and rappers. Excuse me. And, I was content with that type of lifestyle. But when I went to prison, man, when I first went to prison, I was doing wild time, getting caught up in what I like to call prison politics.
Right.
Because the same things that go on in the streets go on in prison. You know what I mean?
Break it down for some that don't understand what you mean.
Well, what I mean is this: you can further your education in prison, or you can get high and sell drugs in prison. You can do something recreational, or you can do something negative like extortion or robbing or just getting caught up in things that are not beneficial to your growth process. And because of the type of name that I had in the streets, when I went to prison, I got caught up in that, believing that I had to rep this name, rep my hood, rep my city. And many a times individuals delay their coming home from getting caught up in the prison politics. And I found myself in solitary confinement for a year and a half for getting caught up in prison politics. And again, like I said, that's from drug selling to, extortion to, just a world of negativity. But what wound up happening, which is the case in so many cases of our young black males and just males and just our people in general, is like we embrace a type of lifestyle and don't realize the effect that it has on our loved ones. And it took for me to go to prison and see my mother come visit me behind a plexiglass partition with tears streaming down her eyes, shaking her head saying she can't do this anymore, for me to really wake up and see what was going on. It really took for me to watch that transition of my mother's hair going from black to salt and pepper to shiny silver, and me still being incarcerated, to know like I had to get my shit together.
Right.
It took for my children to go from goo goo gaga to dad, when are you coming home, for me to really get it together. You know what I mean? Those were contributing factors to say, like, man, this is where we go wrong at. When you're incarcerated, you have a tendency of getting with a group of people or a person and talk about the things you're going to do when you get out. But very seldom do you do what you need to do while you're still in to ensure once you're out, you don't return. And I knew that if I didn't get my act together and work on me and figure out something I wanted to do before I got out, I was going to go home and do the very same thing and probably either be back in the system within 60 to 90 days or having my entire family dressed in black, throwing roses on my casket.
One or the other.
I mean, that's the ending result. And when I started writing, it was very therapeutic for me because I learned so many things about myself that I never knew. things that I said like, man, no, I really didn't like that.
Right.
I just did that because they was doing that. My mans and them was doing that.
Right.
No, my favorite color really was not blue. It's
Mhm.
brown. I look better in brown than I look in blue.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, just little things like that. Like, nah, I don't want to eat beef. I don't even like beef. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So, like, it's really that scenario where say, you look in the mirror and you don't like the man in the mirror, change it. And that's what I did, man. Because I really didn't like who I saw, man. Because I know who I was looking at wasn't really who I was looking at, man.
How many people right now feel like, yo, this is how I feel? Because it's real, like
Yeah.
it's real. Like, it kind of, you know, brought me back to reality a little bit. But it goes back to the sense of, you know, you're a spoken word to the people, and just how do, because I know these rappers are embracing you. How well are they embracing you?
It's funny that you say that, right? Cash Money just started a publishing company. 50 Cent tried to do it too. You would think because what they rap about, we write. But they actually don't embrace us the way they should. Like a Jay-Z or Jadakiss, like Styles P, that's my dude.
Right.
P, yo, shout out to Styles P and Jadakiss, man, real dude. You could catch them right here in the area, like you could catch them for real. They're tangible, man. I've been places, man, where like I felt that I should have been embraced, but not at the extent of kissing one of them dudes' ass. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I'm somebody like they somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I make an impact through my writing, the way they do, through their music. Let me tell you, this is my theory on what I do, man. This is street lit. This is urban fiction. This is hip hop fiction. And what is hip hop, man? It's a culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is how I break it down. Like with hip hop, man, we say we want to listen to our own music. We want to watch our own movies. We want to wear our own clothes, and now we want to read our own books. So if that's the case, why wouldn't the individuals who created this culture come up under one umbrella, man, and push the other and strengthen the other? And that's what I really don't get. So, you know, shout out to all my colleagues that have signed with Cash Money right now and who have been embraced by the hip hop world. But I believe that it's taking more than just a political movement or political move, you know what I mean, and not make it about, you know, who numbers is higher, who name is bigger. Like, they can't determine the value of a J.M. Benjamin, you know what I mean, unless they really go into the streets and interview them, because the stores are not going to give them what, you know, the mom and pop stores will, or the book vendors and things of that nature. So, you know, it's the same thing where they started from. And I mean, I'm not just talking about Cash Money, I'm just saying in general.
In general.
You know what I mean, where rap artists started from.
Right.
They started, you know, tapes, you know, having the DJ spin. Now they're even forgetting, you know what I mean, who put them on or who put them in position. My opinion alone. You know?
Wow.
So, you know.
No, that's not.
And I come from hip hop, so I
Really?
can say
That's just not your opinion. That's the opinion.
Hey, man.
Listen.
I remember when DJs was more popular than rappers, man.
Now
you know what I mean?
We just, yo, you just stand back there, you play my record,
True.
and I yell at you a couple times because you messed up a little bit, treat you like shit. I've seen it done. Won't happen to me though.
Yeah, I could do it.
I feel like I'm too big for that. A
Yeah.
lot of these niggas is little. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do that to me, bruh. But you know, but it's crazy how, cause I